Howdy Doody and good morning. Today's little adventure, we're still on the woodland. We're at Wyming Brook. Daddy's out with us again for the weekend. We just parked the vans here and that's the view we're getting. So Wyming Brook, autumn is in full flow. So come along with us today and we'll see what we capture. Because also tomorrow we have a meet up. So hence we're out for the weekend and tomorrow we'll be at Paddley Gorge. So come along and see what happens on this little adventure. And yes, we've got the wellies on for that reason. Crossing the stream, we thought it might be flowing a bit today, so that's why we've come down here. So we've got across now, so let's go have a look at this autumn colour. We have got us over this first composition. We have just come down the path here. We noticed this little falls. The reason I stopped here, because you've got this little cascade here. You can see the points of the fingers coming over on the water. And you've got another one, it leads you all the way up. I will probably cut the top off, so it'll be an 8x10, but also come to the right hand side of this tree here. Just to get this bit of a root formation in, and all these leaves on the right hand side. So yeah, it just leads you up quite nice as this. So for a started image, it's not too bad. So I'll bob this one on now for you. But look at the colour behind us there. Little patchworks. There's a lot of leaves on the floor at the minute. Also the wind has blown them off quite a bit. But yeah, for a started image, I'll bob this one now for you. Oh, the settings wise, let's get this back on for you. Settings wise, I'm on F11, third of a second, which is my go-to for water. It keeps a bit of texture in. And ISO 200, because obviously it is quite dark as well. So yeah, I'll bob this one now for you. I've come across this composition now. There we go, I'm on vertical orientation. I'm actually in the brook. The leaves are coming down. We've got this fall here, just leads you on, and I'll do it vertical, just try and get the bottom part of the trees in. Obviously all these orange and contrast against the yellow and green. Yeah, it's making it quite nice this. I've come down to a fourth of a second as well. Just try and get a bit more texture into the water because it is quite fast flowing. So I've had to bump the ISO up for that, which I ain't too bothered really. So yeah, F11, fourth of a second, ISO 500. I'll bob this one up now for you because this is, yeah, it's quite nice this one. What I am doing at the moment, I'm just walking around handheld, just looking, homing in for compositions because there's that many cascades down here. Some are fantastic, but just try and get it right. But I do like this big one just down here. I like that one there, so I've just walked down here. I'll bring you with me. I'm going to have to get in. It always happens with me with waterfalls and water on it. I always get in somehow. So the composition is going to be with vertical orientation, focusing on this little area in that big cascade there. Leads you up. There's a big tree there on the right hand side. Also this tree on the left hand side just comes over a touch. So I'm going to try and keep that in on the frame. I'm going to have to be quite high and looking down onto the falls. So I'm using a 24mm lens. So, the 24-105, but it is on 24. I don't really want to go any wider than that. Not if I can help it really. So I'll get to with the composition with a tripod on, and I'll come back to you with all the settings. This is why I've got the wellies on. I am delicately balanced. So I've got to the next composition. Vertical orientation. So I am focusing on the big fall at the background, but I am taking into account all these. Actually, I'll show you in the viewfinder. There you go. That's enough for the composition. I will probably cut the top down a bit, but I do like this tree leading you in, and there is a tree on this side with the branches just sticking out. I'm getting some of the autumn colour in the background as well, and also the green on these rocks will just punch out quite a bit. We've got a lot of fallen leaves around here. So yeah, it's quite a nice cascade is this one. So you've got a fall on the left hand side, one on the right, one in the middle. Leads you up onto your others, which is on the left hand side, and then the fall on the right hand side. So it is stepping you through the image. So yeah, quite like this one. So I'll bob this one up for you. I will probably try and go a bit wider as well. Might do a horizontal orientation. Can't get my words out this morning. If I do, I'll bob them both up. But yeah, this vertical one's working a treat. Right, this is the next composition now. Literally 10 foot from where I was before. We've got this nice little tree now, just sort of framing everything. So, quickly just going up to show you that. Being careful where I put my feet. Glad I got the wellies on. Cost a minute again. Right, so back to composition. I am on 24mm. Getting this tree root in, leads up to the tree, and the tree arches you all the way over these falls. I'm getting a touch of swirling water just down here. I've got the polarizer on as well, just to take that glare off, because it is quite bright as that sky. You don't think so with this overcast conditions, but it is quite bright, so I will probably cut this to an 8x10 anyway, cutting that sky out. But also that tree we saw earlier, the branches do come over a touch as well, so it is making a natural frame. So yeah, I think this could be my favourite so far, this. I've come down with the shutter speed as well to a third of a second, because the waterfall, well, the cascades are flowing quite as fast as what they were up there. But basically, I am just messing around with the ISO, keeping the settings as it is. So all I'm doing, bumping the ISO up there. I'm on 250 a minute. Take that one. See the blinkies are just coming on, so exposure-wise, that should be all right. So I'm keeping my shutter speed, keeping the aperture at f11. I want it all in focus, and just bumping up and down the ISO to whatever you need it to be for the overall exposure. So yeah, all in that exposure triangle, just keep remember that. I've got to the next composition now. Basically taking into account this big rock here with all the leaves on it. A very autumnal scene is this. I am on a vertical orientation, and I have swapped to the Sigma wide angle now. I am on 20mm, just to try and, well, basically why I've had to do it, to get this rock in, because 24mm we're just cutting the rock off. If I go further back, I lose this little cascade down here, and at the top. I can't get quite enough over to see at the back, because these two rocks are more or less touching. But it does give you this sweeping little stream coming round, and at that side, then leads you off into the background. And all these autumnal leaves on top. Yeah, very nice indeed this one. So yeah, I'll bob this one up for you. I know people keep messaging me about settings and stuff, so if I remember I'll put them on the video. But anyway, quarter of a second, f11, ISO 400 this one. Like I said earlier, all I'm doing is moving the ISO really, just to tweak the exposure. Got a nice little dog here, look, waiting for its stick. Quite cute with that dog, wasn't it? Jumping in for its stick and whatnot. Anyway, I've come down just a bit further, slowly making his way down. Daz is just there getting that picture of that rock that I took earlier. So that's only there, and I'm only here. As you can see, I haven't come very far. But basically what drew me to this one was all these tree roots here. See, all intertwined. There's a lot of pine needles and shit all over it, which I ain't too bothered really, because it's going to be dark enough to lead you into it. But quickly show you through the viewfinder. There you go. That's the composition. So basically these tree roots in the foreground lead you down, then the brook leading you all the way up. We have got some nice autumn colour dotted all over as well. Shame I can't get it right, because if we go further to the right hand side, that tree comes into play, which is ideal, but I lose all the tree roots. So yeah, I'm just making the best of the situation because I wanted these roots. Anyway, I'll bob it up, just let me know what you think, see if it worked or not. round and have a look straight down the valley as such. And this is the view. So I am on horizontal orientation, taking into account this fall here, but I have come across a little bit just to separate these three trees here. You can just about see the wolf tree there as well, which I'll give you a close-up when we get by it. I'll put a bit of B-roll on now with it on. But yeah, it's just the Cascades coming down here, look. All the way down, and part of the drop-off then as we head further down. But yeah, this is quite a nice, very wide autumnal scene is this. I am on 20 mil again, so yeah, I think it might be a 20 mil prime day. Down here now, we have got a few more tree roots. Yeah, slippy as hell and all. So I'm just being careful where I put it. Oh yeah, looking straight up the valley, look. I know you're going to say, why aren't you taking a shot here, why aren't you taking a shot there? I think because we've only moved about 200 yards in about an hour. So we will probably come back up this way as well. So yeah, we'll see what's what. But yeah, just meandering down now. Because we do start to come to a part where they do cascade downhill quite a bit. So yeah, we'll see what's down here. Peeps, if I can make this work, we've got the crisscross trees there, the brook coming through the middle, we've got another fallen tree in the background. So yeah, see if we can make this happen, because I'm stood on the rocks as you can see. So yeah, and that's all really. So yeah, let's see if we can make this one work. As you can see, his next composition, I am quite high for me, as you can see. I've had to get high just so I can look over the fall on the way down. Just in that bottom corner there, look. So I've got this tree coming down here, tree in the vertical, you've got the Cascades leading you up, you've also got all the fallen tree in the background. But what I'll do a horizontal and a vertical. I'll put them both up now for you. Just let me know which one you like the best. I'm trying something a little bit different now. Obviously the tree, the fallen tree that I've just seen, I've come down more or less on top of it. From the back of the camera, I'm trying to get this chunk in just a little bit, and this fallen chunk in. I'm just trying to frame this bottom cascade just down here. It just leads up a little bit. It will probably be 8 by 10 crop. So yeah, trying a more intimate scene rather than a biggish vista sort of thing. So yeah, if it's worked, well either way, if it's worked, I'll pop it up and so you can have a nosy. Just so, yeah, just trying something a little bit different with textures and stuff. So yeah, I'll bump this one up for you, and then I will start and make my way down further down. What a nice rock. Basically, I'm wide. 24 mil, let's say, but just getting into account this tree coming in, all the falls in the bottom and all this autumn colour in the background, so these falls sort of step you up all the way. So I've put the ice up a bit more now. I'm on 640 now, so a quarter of a second, F11. So yeah, it's rather nice this one, especially with that tree in the background and all that's just sloping all the way down. So yeah, quite a nice image is this. Right, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I am stood right in the middle of it. I have taken a vertical shot here. I've also just tried to do a vertical panorama. 2 shots, quite wide on this fall here, get into these trees and then up again. So yeah, if that's worked, I'll bob it on now for you, because I've got to get across there, and yes, I have a wet foot, even with wellies on. So yeah, I'll pop these up for you now. That's the scene through the viewfinder at the moment, and what I've seen it is, this is absolutely lovely is this. I've got this little tree on the right hand third, I've had to position it right just so it doesn't cut into either of the two falls. I've also done an intimate image of that as well, just with the bush and this lower fall. But this one here takes into account this fallen log as well. All this fall in the foreground, the two trees in the background, and all the autumn colour. This is just, oh yeah, this is fantastic, is this. As you can see, I am precariously balanced yet again on a couple of fallen logs and a rock. So yeah, this is what makes it worthwhile, is this. We've been here about 3 hours now. And it's absolutely beautiful. Totally fantastic, is this. This autumn colour is I think this image just says it all, so I'll pop it on. Just let me know what you think. Peeps, we haven't made it down to the bridge now. As you can see, a bit of B-roll there walking over, but these tree roots around here, bloody hell, these are fantastic, but very slippy. I'm going to make my way down to the bottom because there's a few nice cascades just down here and round surrounding this tree. I'm going to try and incorporate 2 of the 3 bridges around here as well. So yeah, just being very careful where I put my feet, because it has started raining, so it is dropping the background off a bit, which is ideal. Ideal for this woodland. But yes, look down here. Got trees coming out of rocks over to that side, and this lovely cascade at this side. So yeah, I'm going to try and incorporate somehow all the lot. So wish me luck with this one. Right, I hope you can see me all right over there, because this is a bit deep where I am now. So what I've done, I've focused on this big piece just here, so it sort of comes out and leads you back round, a bit like a horseshoe as such. So I'm going to get this in the foreground, and it just leads you up, straight up to the one bridge. I'm not getting both of them in, there's not quite enough water that side, but there's some nice cascades, some intimate shots that I might do in a bit. But I will get this one. There's someone just coming down, so it's going to be a quick wipe of the lens, 2-second timer, and shoot. So yeah, there's a lot of leaves on here as well, so if I can bring them out in post, yeah, that could be quite nice. Nice different colour falls as well, with a muck coming down. So yeah, it's quite nice with that one, with the bridge and the trees and a bit of colour in the background. So yeah, I'll bob this one up for you. For the pano now, for the full sweep across. Obviously, you've just seen that image just up there now, with this part in the bottom right side leading up to the bridge. I'm going to sweep right across the other side. Daz is just taking a few intimate shots now with this cascade. I have taken one at the bottom, but I'll probably take the same as him, because he's got it nice and framed up now down there. With a few leaves, and there's plenty of leaves around here, so yeah, a few leaves on that rock now. Don't know how they got there. There's been a slight gust. So yeah, one of them things, these gusty winds put the leaves just right where we need them. So right, I have set up for he's laughing his head off his dad. Look, I'll show you back of my camera. Look at that. All them leaves, all nice and separated there, leading onto the cascades. So yeah, cracking shot by Dad. So what I'll do, I'll get him to send me that. I'll post it on the Facebook group, and I'll bob that one up for you. But yeah, once it's done and these people have crossed the bridge, I'm going to do the pano all the way across. So yeah, I'll bob that up next for you when everyone's buggered off home. hope you've enjoyed these images and a little day out at Wyming Brook. What we're going to do, we're going to carry on walking down, but for the time being, I'm going to say thanks for watching, give us the old big thumbs up and tickle my bell and all that lot, what they say. So if you've enjoyed this anyway, just give us a like, it all helps with the channel algorithm and all that lot. And any more images I get from further down, I'll bob up for you. Like I said, all I've been doing is using the ISO, keeping the shutter speed at 1/3, 1/4 of a second, and obviously round about f8, f11, and just tweaking that ISO. It works wonders with stuff like this. So I hope that little tip's helped, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.